Welcome aboard, travelers. I'm Bill Panoff, your guide to the best cruise and travel destinations, hidden gems, and must-try adventures. With 30 years of globetrotting and hosting the Porthole Cruise and Travel Show, I've got tips and secrets you need to make your travels unforgettable. If you're ready for more adventures, hit the subscribe button now and tap the bell to join our travel community. Enjoy the show. When cruising Canada and New England, a visit to the sensational city of Montreal is always a favorite. So come with me as we enjoy this gem of a city. Montreal Trudeau International Airport has a seamless and easy immigration and luggage process so that you can get your vacation started with no time wasted. Montreal is the perfect blend of New World sensations and Old World charm. There are neighborhoods that have their own distinct styles, offerings, and even some unique art. You can shop and dine, or just walk the streets and admire the beautiful and sometimes creative architecture, like the brightly painted Victorian homes, stately buildings, memorials to some of Canada's finest and historic neighborhoods, sitting at the foot of magnificent skyscrapers, make walking this city a pure delight. I hope you have your walking shoes on because we're about to take a luxurious walk through Montreal's Golden Square Mile. Situated at the base of Mount Royal and just footsteps from what is now downtown Montreal, majestic architecture, parks, and opulent homes of the Golden Square Mile neighborhood were mostly developed between 1850 and 1930. Some of Montreal's finest dining, premier hotels, and upscale shopping, like Holt Renfrew Ogilvy, are located throughout. You will see murals like the one by Leonard Cohen, a Montreal signature, as you continue walking. And the famous St. Catherine Street is a must-stop. Start your evening dining with some European charm in a fine French restaurant, and after, taking in the stunning sparkle of a Montreal night. There is so much to see and do. Ultra-modern and sleek, the Four Seasons Hotel in Montreal is no exception when it comes to what we expect from their world-class hotels. Great accommodations, excellent service, and delicious food. And the views from the rooms? Here are an added bonus. They span the entire city. Let's have some breakfast before we get our day started. Montreal has become a popular cruise destination. Today I'm at the Grande port in the heart of Old Montreal. This port only accommodates premium and luxury cruise lines because of the height limits of the bridges approaching the city. So more intimate ships mean smaller crowds, giving guests plenty of space to explore and never feeling overcrowded. Sailing along the St. Lawrence River into Montreal is really special because there aren't many rivers that cruise ships sail, and it is fascinating to see the city as you approach. Recently, the cruise terminal was completely renovated with an addition of the Grande Tower. It stands at 65 meters high and is made mostly of glass. And if you want to see up and down the river and all around, the tower offers a 360-degree view. There is nothing like it. I am meeting with the captain of a cruise line that has recently made Montreal a must-stop, Panoff, an ultra-luxury cruise line. As Panoff's Laurier navigates the St. Lawrence River, its guests get to enjoy the scenery along this river that has been a very important thoroughfare for centuries. This is Laurier's first visit to Montreal, so the city thanks and honors them. As the captain explains, It was an easy decision for Panoff to make Montreal one of its destinations. It is a world-class city, easily accessible for the cruise guests, with lots of history, culture, and things to see and do. Montreal has what it takes to be one of the leading cruise ports in all of North America. With a bird's eye view, you can see the pedestrian-friendly St. Paul Street. You can also see Canada's tallest observation wheel, the Grande, 60 meters tall with 360-degree views and rotations that last 18 minutes, giving you plenty of time for photos. And then there's the famous Clock Tower of Montreal, which recently celebrated its 100th year birthday. From the St. Lawrence River to the Notre Dame de Bon Secours Chapel to the streets of the Old Town, Montreal surrounds you with so much to see and do. Walking is a favorite pastime, as is biking, but no matter what your mode of transportation is, you will want to see it all. Like the majestic Montreal City Hall in the architecture style of the Second Empire. Just walk and walk, and I guarantee you will fall in love with this city. We are on our way to Perché, a rooftop bar and restaurant in the elegant William Gray Hotel. We came to enjoy a drink and take in the famous city views. Many people come here to meet up with friends and enjoy the fun and relaxing atmosphere. It looks like the place to be. Cheers. One of Montreal's treasures is the restaurant Toqué from chef Norman Laprie. With an outstanding selection of wine from its extensive wine cellar to carefully crafted cocktails, Chef Norman serves what he calls dishes made with farm-fresh ingredients in a tasting menu format. The tasting menu includes an appetizer, main course, and a cup of filtered coffee or infusion. Every dish is meticulously prepared and served with a perfect selection of wine. This was an unforgettable dining experience. The Garden of Lights at the Botanical Gardens was a beautifully orchestrated experience that kept our constant attention. The Chinese garden was a particular favorite of my wife and I. The music, imagery, and use of water and fountains made it all seem so magical. The kids were loving it too, but I think the experience made the adults feel like kids again too. At least it did for me. And I would go back to see this again. We loved it. A bird's eye view of the city as we head to the Marche Jean-Talon Market, a must for anyone visiting Montreal. This market has it all. Fresh fruits, vegetables, flowers, and is a wonderful place to spend time with friends.
I'm going to introduce you to the maple syrup, one of my favorite products in the market. I think we're going to taste maple butter.
There's so many varieties to choose from, and this is a real staple here in Montreal. People want to bring back something, they bring back maple syrup in any form, right?
Totally, because it's really definitely the product for Quebec province.
Sure. It's going to give us a sample. This is good.
There's a little bit.
Wow.
So here's for you.
That's for me.
Go.
Thank you. Thank you. This is delicious. As I said, you can find maple syrup in all shapes and sizes. So all these cheeses are made here in the province of Quebec, is that right?
Yes, that's correct. These are no French cheeses. They're really locally made, so we're very fortunate to have more than 400 cheeses locally made in the province of Quebec.
That is really good.
A ham and cheese crepe. Yes, it'd be great. watching them make this local delicacy is all part of the experience before sinking your teeth into this mouth-watering piece of heaven.
Oh, wow.
Delicious.
Oh,
I can see the attraction.
wow.
Cities are known for the museums, and Montreal is no exception. And today we are here at the McCord Museum for our lesson in Canadian history. We are greeted by a McCord Stewart Museum guide for a private tour of some of Canada's most precious treasures. We start where it all began, with the Indigenous people of Montreal. We learn how their culture of the past influenced the developments of Montreal. We see artifacts that were essential for survival. You might even notice how they continue to influence today's fashions with winter outwear such as boots, Uggs anyone? And coats. Speaking of fashion, the exhibit, Portraits and Fashion, showcases a wide variety of photographs of everyday people, as well as some of Canada's most famous, like the beloved Celine Dion. If museums are your thing, then Montreal has you covered with museums such as Pointe à Callier Boutique Musée, Montreal's Museum of Archaeology and History, Montreal Museum of Fine Arts, and how about a museum in a church? Art is everywhere in Montreal. Restaurant Il Pagliaccio sits in the Plateau neighborhood of Montreal. It serves freshly made authentic Italian cuisine, and it feels very much like you are having dinner at a friend's home. To complement your favorite dish, there's an extensive wine list to choose from. Buon appetito! I love this neighborhood and I love this street.
Yes, the fact that the street is really good is because we have a lot of local designers, luxury, high-end, small shops, and usually you can see the owner at the cash. The owner gives you the best service that you can have.
He was right. The shopping here is amazing. And to be attended by the designer himself, Philippe Dubac, was a real treat. I tried it all on. They really know customer service and how to make you feel so good. My job is now to keep my wife from maxing out the credit cards. I wasn't too successful with that. France is known for great bread, and so is Montreal. But besides bread, there is something just as special. So come with me and watch how they make it and eat it only in Montreal. We're here at St. Viateur's Bagels, the most famous bagel shop in Montreal. We're here with Saul, who's been so gracious to give us this wonderful tour. And now we're going to share a bagel together, Montreal style.
Exactly.
What does that mean?
So we don't need no scoops, no knives. Just
Okay.
we just dip it in cream cheese,
Just dip it in cream cheese. Got it? Okay. Yummy.
and then
And smear some of this.
some salmon. Yeah.
Salmon and cream cheese.
That's
Okay.
it.
Cheers. Wow. Doesn't get any fresher than that. A wood-burning oven, fresh ingredients, and loving what they do is the key to these awesome bagels. One of Montreal's most beautiful and most interesting areas is Rue de Square St. Louis. It looks like a set from a Harry Potter movie. Beautiful Victorian homes painted with bright, whimsical colors like purple and orange. From above, you can see the beauty of the gardens and the fountain. No matter where you turn, there is always something new to discover. Dining outdoors is always a favorite pastime when the weather is nice here in Montreal. Mount Royal, or as they say in French, Montreal, is the namesake for the city. This large and densely forested plateau sits high above this Mecca, where the 21st century beautifully meets the 17th century. From the Condaranac Belvedere, you will see the most magnificent views of downtown, all the way to the St. Lawrence River. It is truly breathtaking and can only be described as spectacular. Montreal offers a vibrant blend of European charm and North American energy, cultural museums, lively festivals, and culinary excellence, making it a must-visit cruise destination. Until next time, I'm Bill Panoff.